Do not mock anyone on health ground, Kenyama says as he reacts to video of Buhari arriving in Imo State. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. The Minister of State, Labour, Productivity and Employment by the name Festus Kenyamo has taken to his verified Twitter handle to react to the video of President Buhari arriving in Imo State on an official visit. According to the spokesman of the Bola Tinubu presidential campaign, while reacting to the video, President Buhari still looks very strong and smart despite the criticism of many opposers of the president. Of his presidential ambition in 2015, Mr. Festus Kenyamo reminded those who cared to listen that even at nearly 80 years of age, President Buhari still looks very healthy despite criticisms, and as such, he went on to advise critics not to mock anyone on health grounds because God owns life. In his words, look at our president, Muhammadu Buhari, at nearly 80 years, looking very smart, suave, and athletic. Meanwhile, some nitwits predicted in 2015 that he would not survive his presidency, that he was too old. They even drew skeletons of him. Regrettably, some have died before him, and as such, do not mock anyone on health grounds because God owns life. Now, Kenyamo is not to see. Sometimes I'll ask myself, how can a senior advocate of Nigeria come out and be saying this? I am not saying the old should be mocked. But uncle, then say if a child, they say if an adult behaves like a child, then he's going to be treated like a child. If you come and rubbish yourself before children, then children will talk to you as if you're children, as if you're a child, Now, President Muhammadu Buhari is 80 years of age. And did anybody point a gun to his head to come out to contest for the presidency? Why are you sounding as if we begged him to come out? It's just like somebody who is telling himself now that he's still strong to become the presidency. Now, I read a particular news article not quite long ago. In that particular news article, President Buhari was saying he's not been appreciated the way he thinks that his government has done good, that he has done more good than the previous administrations. And I'm saying, blessed this man not even know everything they play at all. Is it that, even as he's even in Nigeria, I can beat my chest that he does not know what is even going on in FCT, not to even talk of the ones going on in areas far to him. Why? Because he's old. You cannot compare somebody who is young and energetic and healthy to somebody who is old. There is no way. Yes, some people, some young people, they don't useless their lives to the extent we be say even an old person will perform better. But not somebody who is clearly young and energetic. You cannot. Now, the president, Kenyama is coming out to say they are mocking him. They're not mocking him because he's too old or because he's sick. They are mocking him because why you gonna say you don't date too old as a human being? It just be like say you don't old, and you're the owner of a company, and they don't tell you for hospital clearly say make they stress yourself. You see the worker they stress yourself, and you can't I say they go they stress yourself until maybe you come for one day. If not maybe you're picking, I go holla you for the hospital. I go holla for your head so the that building go on for. I don't go even talk to you like say you be. Yes, I go because you don't want to stress me out as well. That is what we are doing. When you know say you dey old, why you no go sit down for your ass? Did anybody point a gun at your head to come and be the president? No. The same thing a particular presidential candidate now is going around Nigeria telling people that he's fit. Meanwhile, when he gets there, he will not be able to perform. You can clearly not compare somebody who is fit for the job. Somebody who can stand on that 2 feet, who can go to different places, who can, he will give projects to be done. He will award the project and he will go and supervise it. So somebody who cannot, clearly, who is always in one hospital, every 2 or every 3 months. It's not possible. Fit share. That person focus no go dey one place. So Kenyamo is be like say, the young way to understand this thing from no. Has Kenyamo taken over from Lai Mohammed? Shameless lawyer that we thought he was fighting for the masses, not knowing he was vying for federal appointment. So disgraceful to Nigerians. We cannot forgive you so soon for that. Point of correction, please. Disgrace to himself and not to Nigerians who cares about a boy lawyer? All right. The power of a body double the whole world knows of. If the game were to go on for more years, he will be more schooled until he goofs big time finally one day, and you cannot hide him anymore. All right. So I agree with you, but if somebody knows that he's not physically fit for a job, he should not go for it. Exactly, my brother. You now see the angle I'm coming from. He knows that he's not fit for a particular job. You know, say this gateman job now, for instance, it is not something you can do as somebody who is old. Don't go for it. You know that you cannot do bricklayer work at your old age. Do not go for it. You know that you cannot supervise some things. Don't come out and contest for the position. Because then, if you don't perform well, your boss has the right to talk to you anyhow. Yes, if you work for office, they employ you to work in an office. You clearly, maybe you cannot perform that job. They gave you that job. If you do not perform, they can rubbish you. You cannot say anything because they are going to pay you your money. If you're not delivering on the job, they will talk down on you and eventually lay you off. So person will talk, say, person will not want to insult, make an avoid do waiting will make people insult her. That is just it. All right. He should respect himself and not be an embarrassment. Exactly. How will you know? Are you God that gives why are you really serious? Why are you saying how will you know? No one contesting is not physically fit for the job unless that you imagine by your hatred and frustration. Clearly, you are not in Nigeria. Clearly. All right. Yes, we appreciate God for not only keeping President Buhari alive, but most importantly for improving his health. But if we should be truthful to ourselves, how has the President Buhari failed in governing Nigeria? Are you among that said that Nigerians can afford 3 square miles per day, or will you be truthful to yourself? Under Buhari government, Nigeria has been grounded and at the nadir of her fall. President Buhari would have done better if he was stronger. Exactly. You cannot take it away. Presently, the people ruling this country are the Malamis and the school travelers. Thank you. Is that what you are planning for Nigeria again via Siwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu? God have mercy on us. It is crystal clear. Look, Nigerians, we are going to decide what is going to happen. We call the shot here. We call the shot. That is why I am so about who are you going to be voting for. Make sure you vote not along ethnic lines or favoritism lines or nepotism. These things have put Nigeria on a standstill and have dragged Nigeria to the bottom of the bottom of the bottomless pits. Let us make sure we're voting somebody who is not only energetic but competent and capable of taking Nigeria from the state to a better state. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.